June the 19th, 1892. A quiet Sunday in the industrial city of Liverpool, the city streets echoed with the rhythms of dockyard labour and coal smoke. A city on the rise, but one whose passions reach far beyond industry. In Liverpool, as in much of England, football was fast becoming the central thread in the social fabric. At the heart of the growing movement was Everton Football Club, one of the founding members of the Football League. Their home ground? You guessed it, Anfield. A pitch nested in the north of the city. But what many today forget is that Anfield was not always the home of Liverpool Football Club. In fact, it was Everton's domain. Until a bitter boardroom dispute changed the course of sporting history for Liverpool. It is here, in clashing ambitions and a crisis of control, and the seed of the new football and titan we're shown. The drama behind Liverpool's formation begins with a man named John Holding. Holding was a wealthy businessman, Conservative councillor and the owner of Anfield. He was also Everton's president under his leadership. Everton had grown on the pitch and his reputation drawing large crowds and becoming a dominant force in northern football. But conflict brewed over control. Holden was accused of exploiting his position for financial gains, increasing the rent on Anfield and attempting to impose his influence on club affairs. Tension reached a boiling point in the early 1892. Disillusioned with Holden's demands, the Everton board decided to sever ties. They left Anfield, relocating across Stanley Park to what would become Goodison Park. John Holden, now without a team but in possession of a stadium. Faced with a critical decision, many would have cut their losses, but Holden was not most men. His response? To form an entirely new club. On June the 19th, all those years ago today, in 1892, he registered the name of Liverpool Football Club and Athletic Grounds Company, later simplified to Liverpool FC. The Football Association rejected his first proposal to call the club Everton Athletic, citing potential confusion, so Holden leaned into the identity of the city itself, giving the birth to the name that would one day echo across the globe. This act of defiance and resilience laid the cornerstone of a footballing empire. With the club officially formed, John Holden moved quickly. He appointed John McIndoe, a fellow Scot and prominent football figure, to assemble a squad. McIndoe travelled north, recruiting a group of talented Scottish players, earning the early side the nickname Team of Macs, due to the many Mac surnames on the team sheet. Liverpool's first match came on September the 1st, 1892, a friendly against Rotherham Town, played at Anfield before a modest crowd. The result was an emphatic 7-1 victory, confidence surged. Later that season, Liverpool entered the Lancashire League, winning the title on their debut season. A year later, they were elected to the second division of the Football League. By 1894, they had already secured promotion to the first division. In just 2 years, Liverpool had risen from being an improvised replacement club to competing at the highest level of English football. But their story was only just beginning. Over the next century, Liverpool would evolve from a provisional club into a global phenomenon, under managers like Bill Shankly, who built the club from the boot room up, and Bob Paisley, who delivered European dominance in the 70s and the 80s. Liverpool grew into a powerhouse of domestic and international football. More recently, Jurgen Klopp's modern Liverpool had returned the club to glory, winning the Premier League and the Champions League and rekindling the fire of belief in a new generation of fans. The club today boasts a staggering 20 league titles, 6 European Cups, 3 UEFA Cups, 8 FA Cups, and a loyal fan base spanning every corner of the globe. But none of it would have been possible without that bold step taken on this very day in the face of adversity in 1892. Football is a game of rivalries, passions, and moments that define generations. But few moments are as consequential as the one that took place on June the 19th in 1892. What began as a dispute over rent became the foundation of one of football's greatest institutions. Liverpool Football Club was not born in celebration, but in resistance. Its refusal to surrender, in unwavering belief in a different vision. From the thunder of the Kop to the echoes of You'll Never Walk Alone heard in every corner of planet Earth, Liverpool's identity is rooted in something deeper than just sport. It's about community, resilience, and most importantly, belief. And it all began on this day, all those years ago.